I wanted to make a quick video. It's not going to be a sexy one, but it's going to be a quick one. I wanted to talk about the current crypto marketplace, and I wanted to take a time to take a stab at my position in what is happening and why I think that this is something that you should be paying attention to, whether you're into business, whether you're having a job, whether you're whatever you're into. I think ultimately, like, the end goal is probably the same for everybody. We all want to have a nest egg, something that's put in place where we don't have to work for the rest of our lives unless we want to. And there's a million ways for us to get there. And I think that we could actually accelerate that very quickly if we did some super cool shit like this, like cryptocurrency, which is a very new and infancy type of opportunity where it might seem like you've gotten at the top, but like when you think about how much money went towards just like the Call of Duty franchise, how many people purchased those games, like that is more than most of these coins are worth, so it's something to really think about when contemplating where you should be putting your money. With that being said, I'm not saying that crypto is the best place to put your money, but I wanted to talk about what's happening. So if we look at Bitcoin just recently, you see this, we did this huge push, right? And this was in November. No, just before November. So like, yeah, right there. We went through this huge push where Trump got elected and we went instantly from right around there, like 70,000. We ran all the way up to $108,000, something like that. And this was an interesting place because if you see here, this is where the top of the bull market was last year, which, we hit like 65K or something like that on the way up. And this blew everyone's mind. Like, I remember when I was involved, my mind was blown. And I got involved probably like right here. Like, I wasn't really big into crypto until right fucking there, which was absolutely terrible for me and great for everybody that's been hanging out over here. Like all these guys that were chilling for a long time, man, they dumped on me hard. And this is something to look at because I don't know if history is going to repeat itself or not, but you can learn a lot from that experience in this marketplace. And if you look at this bull run, and what looks like is about to happen, it seems like you need to be very aware of why you should be probably putting your money into this fucking machine right now, but like learn from my mistake as to when I got involved and what really happened. Because look, history shows that Bitcoin goes up and it goes down, then it goes up and it peaks and then it crashes. And then it shows that it goes up and then it goes down, and then it goes up and it peaks and then it crashes. And look at where we're at right now. And in my opinion, if you were to judge based on what is building up right here, I think that we've recently experienced one of these little blips, potentially even a blip like right here. Like if we were to zoom in, let's kind of get granular here. If we were to zoom in like right here, I think this is kind of like where we're at in terms of the bull run that we're about to see. This is just based off of me being on Twitter, reading. I'm watching YouTube videos out there like everybody else. I'm doing my own research, and it just seems like we're kind of like in this scenario where we just kind of just dropped, and I think that what we're about to see is probably one of the larger bull runs that we've ever seen. I mean, we were just kind of cruising at all-time highs and nobody was even talking about Bitcoin. Nobody was talking about anything. The only reason why I think this big dip right here went down is because obviously when you've had your money in this market long enough, you would understand like this little thing right here is no big deal. Like no fucking sweat. A lot of people lose their shit on this, but like if you would just hang on, dude, just chill out. Because look, we've already bounced, and learning that that this market moves in this direction, and it has these cycles, right? And you can really capitalize on moments on the daily basis with crypto, and it's fantastic. Once you're up, and once you're down, you got to buy some more, right? And so, looking at what happened and where we're going, I think that you should be paying attention to crypto because of what is about to show off in this bull run. Because look, if we were just casually hanging out, the last time we were just casually hanging out was right here. 1122, we were casually hanging out to the peak of this bull right here. And then we popped. We went from 19,000 all the way to 65, 68,000 Bitcoin. And look, we're just casually hanging out at 55, 60K, which is all-time highs over here. And we haven't even, you guys, like, we haven't even shot up yet. You know what I'm saying? So we should really pay attention to this marketplace. And yeah, I think Bitcoin's a great place to be. Obviously, it's the big daddy in the circus. But if you really want to understand how you can capitalize, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information. And if you want, comment below and we could talk about putting together a no bullshit guide on how to get cataclysmic gains in crypto without losing your shit. Because that's typically, like, if you're brand new in crypto, you're going to lose your shit. I mean, I lost my shit. I might still lose my shit. Regardless, I think that we should be playing in this marketplace. I think that we should be learning it and investing into it and growing with it, because I do think that this is going to be a very dominant way in how we interact and transact in the future. Just the way that AI is going, the way that marketing is going, the way that data is going, and privacy laws and all these things, crypto and decentralization allows us to have a more private, open society where everyone owns their own information and we can interact with each other free will, all through free will. And it's all protected via the blockchain and the ownership of that with our wallets, right? And it's kind of weird to think about, but like, here's a wallet, right? This little flash drive right here, which is where I keep my crypto, right? So we should really be paying attention. Like, some of these coins that I'm going to talk about, like, I'm not going to go too deep. I'd rather do a different video. I just kind of want to, like, touch base and put a video out online about crypto, because I think that, like, dude, this shit's important. And if you looked at some of these coins that particularly didn't participate in the bull run of 2020, 2021, like a coin like XRP, like, you've seen a lot of good press about it lately. This is just a good play to be at, right? Like, I'm not talking about being degenerate, and there's a lot of degenerate things. If you look at the top here, we could go to a lot of degenerate places and try to find some amazing gains, and I'm all about that. And maybe I'll make a video about doing stuff like that. But for right now, I just wanted to, like, touch a video on the fact that, like, look at some of these coins that are building real infrastructure and are providing real value to the marketplace, such as a Solana, such as an Avalanche, such as a Chainlink, right? Coins that are probably anywhere within these top 25, top 100 coins are pretty legit companies that, you know, people are working for them. They may not have a product out. They may be a bunch of bullshit in terms of, like, General Ford or something like that, right? But they are actively building solution. I think that this is a really big one to look at, the Sandbox. I made this call on my Instagram maybe like 3 months ago. But if you look at, you know, we talked about Bitcoin earlier, and if you look at this, at the coins, they all kind of follow Bitcoin, right? Except these altcoins, these alternative coins, they pump way harder than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's like the big daddy, like the big dick in the room that nobody can ever beat. And unfortunately, with being the biggest dick in the room is that, like, you just can't get much bigger, right? And obviously, I'm blowing that out of proportion. You can get bigger, and Bitcoin will get bigger, and it's a great place to store in terms of wealth. I would connect it closer to, like, gold. But these altcoins are more like companies, and these are companies who are trying to change the world with new technology. The likes of the Sandbox. I think this is a very interesting project to look into. I called this right around here, like early November. I posted on my Instagram. I was like, yo, the Sandbox is going to go live. And the reason why is very simple. If you look at the last bull run, it did phenomenally well. And it's because it's a legitimate company. And you've got real companies who are buying digital real estate within its platform. So the Sandbox is this like virtual meta world that you can get a character and you can walk around and do stuff in, right? Well, companies like Nike and Adidas and I don't know, like anything that you can think of, like Snoop Dogg and big time celebrities, big time Bored Ape Yacht Club members, and like just all kinds of like celebrity, high profile, large corporation type businesses have all purchased digital real estate within the Sandbox. Well, since the Sandbox has come down to dirt cheap prices, and should have been accumulating this entire time. But I made this call and thank God I've like learned and now it's kind of like why I want to make this video is like kind of just want to share with you how to not lose your shit this time. Because what's about to happen, you guys have no clue. Like look at where we're teetering in comparison to this freaking chart. I mean, my gosh, man. And I don't know much about charts, but I understand that like, dude, if Nike bought land and is building like a mall and a user experience, like companies like Subway, like purchased land in this application, you don't think that they want to see a return on that investment, right? And so I do believe that there is going to be a reality where the Sandbox is a normal place, a normal marketplace that gamers go to interact and play games, much like Fortnite and other places, right? And with that, there's going to be all these companies that are going to be selling products virtually to them. Yeah, man, like that makes total sense to me as far as like a winner. And I called this back in November. We had a massive pump, like a 30-40% pump. And now we're just getting ready for the next one. You can see that we've relaxed. And again, I'm not like I don't understand charts, but I have some common sense here that we're priming up for something big. And I just want to say that we should look at these coins that have performed phenomenally well in the past. And you don't even need to go that far down this list. Like, you know, when I say if you were to invest in the top 100 coins, in my opinion, that's very not degenerate at all. I mean, obviously compared to the stock market, sure, but I could talk to you about some coins that are like, you know, $1 million market cap, fucking, we don't know what the hell is going to happen type stuff. But there's great technology, great thesis behind it, and great developers behind it. That yeah, if the thesis lands well with the audience and the public, it's going to be a very ambitious game, right? And so we could talk about that kind of stuff. I'm just not interested in doing that in this video. I wanted to just take a quick moment to just say, hey, dude, like, you know, Gala, for example, went insane. Absolutely insane. And we are just gearing up for more insanity. And if you look at what Gala is doing, they've got like movies, music, video games. It's insane. So I think that crypto is something that everyone should be kind of putting on their radar, taking a look at. And, you know, this is fun. I want to talk about more coins that I'm excited about and what I think that you should be looking into and potentially just maybe some mindset because I don't want you to lose your shit. And that's what is going to happen. Like it happened to me. And thank God I have common sense and I've been able to learn since then. But a lot of you are going to get into this right around here at the top of this bull market, and it's going to blow your fucking mind. Like we have just been chilling at 100,000 Bitcoin, and nobody is talking about it. We were chilling here, no one talked about it. We blast off, we went, and still no one's talking about it. And that's because I think that we're like right here. No one's going to talk about it till we see a 180, $200,000 Bitcoin. That's when a lot of you are going to get involved in this. And you know what? I'm going to be documenting this whole thing. I think that this is fun. So put this on your radar. Check out some of those coins that I share with you. And if you like this content, like and subscribe. Peace.